Olá pessoal! Hoje estou aqui a trazer uma live que no caso vai ser muito fixe. Vai ser sobre esta Premiere que vai acontecer de Stranger Things. E vocês não vão perder, pois vão ver tudo comigo, ok? A Premiere vai acontecer lá no TikTok deles. Mas eu vou conseguir passar-vos aqui para a live sem problema nenhum. Ui, espera, dei-me copyright agora, de certeza. Abri aqui o TikTok e apareceu um vídeo com música. Ou seja, acho que vai-me correr muito mal. Mas pronto, deixa-me abrir aqui a página do Stranger Things. Só um segundo, por favor. Ok, vou só aqui no Instagram deles para ver onde é que eles vão fazer a Premiere. Olá, Shadow Extreme Oficial, como é que estás? Espero que estejas bem. Eu sei que já acompanhas o canal há algum tempo, na verdade bastante tempo. Que bom, estás aqui connosco. O que é que eu posso dizer mais? Além de que estou muito grato por estarem aqui comigo nesta live que vai ser incrível. Ok, muito bem. Digamos que estou aqui à procura ainda, mas vai ser rápido, não se preocupem. Stranger Things andam a postar coisas, vou ver agora. Faltam 9 minutos para começar a transmissão deles ao vivo. Já visitei a ligação e está aqui. Pelo que aqui diz, vai ser pelo Terry e a Josh, a Terry e a Josh, que vão fazer esta estreia global da Netflix do Stranger Things 4. Fica atento com o elenco e os criadores para experimentar a magia ao vivo no Netflix TikTok. Stranger Things 4 chega à Netflix em 27/5. Hoje vai ser a Premiere, que já estou aqui a falar. E sábado, maio, das 14... Ok, agora... Vou já passar aqui a tela, só para dar uma noção do que é que eu estou a falar. Ok? Muito bem. Estamos aqui já nesta live stream, com aqui o que a Netflix acabou de dizer. Vou só ver aqui no perfil deles, só para ver o que é que está aqui. Uma coisa da Sadie 5, muito bem. E o resto, duetos e assim, eu acho. Ok, vamos esperar. Se quiserem vão tentando falar aqui no chat comigo, vão comentando aos poucos. Eu gosto muito de interagir com vocês, são pessoas incríveis. 7 minutos para começar a transmissão ao vivo. Vamos esperando. Ok, uma pessoa a ver que é o Shadow Extreme Oficial. Espero que estejas a gostar e a curtir esta live. Sendo que ainda mal começou. Mas enfim. Ok. Ainda faltam 6 minutos, mas vamos esperando. Vão aí comentando no chat para conseguir interagir com vocês e assim. O que é que acham? Estou só aqui a responder uma mensagem que me mandaram, mas vai ser extremamente rápido. Não se preocupem. Deixa eu ver aqui os comentários do que é que estão a dizer para já. E o teste de som? Ok, o teste de som funciona. T1, que fan é o... a própria live stream da Premiere vai acontecer aqui na minha live stream. Mas se quiserem link para a live deles, está no TikTok, na Netflix. Vão ao perfil do TikTok da Netflix e vai estar lá, sem problema algum. Mas se quiserem, porque também iria ser, acho que iria ser giro para vocês, acompanharem por aqui. Mas vocês é que sabem, não é? Deixa-me saber aqui alguma coisa. Netflix, TikTok, vídeo, tudo. Acho que me vou arrepender tanto de pôr isto.
See you on the other side.
On the other side.
Ok. Interessante, interessante.
See you on the other side.
On the other side.
Oh, are you English? Okay. Okay. The link from the. Okay. Oh, where is my live stream? Oh, right here. Okay. Good. I will. Oh, não tenho só iniciada. Just 1 second, okay? 1 second. Ok, já iniciei. Ui, já iniciei sessão. Boas. Já tem aqui live. Perfeito. 4 pessoas a ver. É pouco. Para já é. O que é que eu ia fazer aqui? Já nem sei. Olha como é que eu estou doido. Já nem sei o que é que eu ia fazer aqui agora. Ok. Muito bem. Faltam apenas 3 minutos para começar a transmissão ao vivo. Código QR, depois que vê-se em eventos no aplicativo TikTok. Ok. Vou só digitalizar o código, pelo sim ou não. Que eu não sei o que pode. Já sei o que é que eu ia fazer. Passar aqui o link. O link TikTok, ok? Mas podem ver por aqui se quiserem. Oh, if you wanna speak English, you can watch the premiere right here in my live stream. It's no problem, ok? 3 minutinhos. Desculpem estar aqui, é que eu não tenho nada aqui muito profissional para estar a ver o chat. 5 pessoas a ver. Cuidado, porque costuma dar strike. Sem problemas, Shadow Extreme. Se levar strike nesta live, o máximo que pode acontecer é eu depois dizer ao YouTube o quê? Que eu não cometi nenhum erro. Prontos. Mas aquela musiquinha também não me faz mal. 2 minutos. Vou ver aqui só no TikTok deles agora. Aqui online. E queria só saber se está aqui uma pessoa que me fez um pedido de uma música. Queria só saber se estava aqui. Vou mandar mensagem até só para ver. Ok. Muito bem. Prontos. 1 minuto para começar. Dá para ver lives, é o que importa. Fui descobrir agora isso, ou seja, sem problema algum. Tem aqui a confirmação de alguém, será? Vamos lá ver. Ok. Está aqui, muito bem. Só queria saber isso. E eu hoje não tenho texto para saber o que dizer, porque isto vai ser uma premiere extremamente diferente, pelo que eu estou a pensar. Ou seja, nem eu sei o que é que vai acontecer. Exatamente, nem eu sei. Netflix vai começar a live daqui a nada, eu espero. Ok. Olha, a minha FI já tem aqui de coisas no Snap. Netflix. Abri aqui a página deles. Oh, eles estão em direto já. Não sabia se é clicar aqui. Ui, não, por amor de Deus. O que é que eu fiz da minha vida? O que eu fiz em minha vida? Porquê que eu fui clicar ali? Cliquei errado. Só um segundo. Só um segundo.
Vem cá.
Vou entrar aqui no direto. Ok. Funcionou muito melhor do que eu estava a pensar. Espero que entendam em inglês.
But really, we wouldn't be here without Clint for this world premiere, and for those of you at home who are tuning in by watching the Netflix live stream on TikTok.
Okay, but enough from us. We're not the ones you're here to see. We get it. Let's kick things off.
Vou só ver se já está bom o som ou não. Vou comentando se ouve bem ou não também.
Let's get into it with Dayton Motors. Oh my
Cookie Lookie. I forgot my TikTok password.
TikTok. We've been. We're so excited.
Só um segundo, por favor.
Vou só ver se já está bom o som ou não. We're live
Ok, deve estar melhor agora.
now. And live right here.
Vamos lá ver. Olhem! Nosso Gaten! Ator incrível.
It's gonna be okay. It's
No, this suit, sir.
Okay.
What's
Yeah.
happening? This is exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
we
cool.
planned this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, yeah, it was, yeah, we called like a while ago. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, can we talk a little bit about Dustin in this season? 'Cause- you're gonna spill it all? You're gonna tell me
Good. I
everything?
mean, I might as well do it now, right? We waited this long. I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
to spoil the whole thing.
2 weeks
Please.
before,
Right before it
just
comes
act
out,
it
yeah.
all out for me right now. What can we expect from Dustin this season?
Oh man, a whole buttload of stuff, which is great. It's a massive season, but it's going into high school. That's always really, really cool.
Caso não entendam inglês, eu posso tentar traduzir, é só dizerem.
Most can agree that's not always very fun, but
Give it up for high school
have it
being
up for
rough.
high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great.
Tadinho.
But yeah, I think it's hard enough going through high school, but also dealing with the trauma of the past couple of years that they've been dealing with, especially now that everything at the Starcourt Mall went down. Spoilers, by the way. I mean, for season 3, if you guys haven't seen 3,
That's
here,
time.
that
That's
really,
time to catch
that
up.
really sucks.
One person in the audience is like, what?
So it's you know, season 4 picks up about 6 months after the events, the Battle of the Starcourt Mall, and the Hawkins gang is a bit fractured.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about where things pick
Okay.
up.
Yeah, it's we're separated. So the buyers have moved to California, and the season picks up with Mike going out there to visit his friend Will and 11, who lives out there with them, and so that there's that big separation there, which is really fun to watch. I think because I think what we're always so great with in the show is working through our problems as a team. It's a big team effort, and that's where it's the power of friendship just powers through. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ok, isto que agora ele disse é interessante.
Now, especially because of the technology at the time, it's not really an option to be in contact during everything going on, because of course stuff's gonna happen.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a rough ride.
You mentioned the teamwork. Oh, let's go. Yeah, actually, I was going to say this. Let's
Great.
go right to our rapid fire.
Cool.
Because we have some
Sure.
crazy silly rapid fire
So
questions.
Okay,
rapid.
perfect.
Okay,
Much
here we go.
fire.
Would you rather eat Surfer Boy Pizza or Eggos?
Eggos, because any California pizza chain is gonna be, and we're in Brooklyn. We're in Brooklyn, so everybody.
Oh meu Deus, está a
knows.
falar mal da pizza de Califórnia.
All right, next one. Where would you rather work? Scoops Ahoy or Family Video?
Onde é que eu iria trabalhar?
Family video, just to stay healthy. Because
Right,
if there
too
I
much
worked
ice
at an
cream.
ice cream place, it wouldn't go great.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Who has the better hair, Steve Harrington or Eddie Munster?
Steve Harrington.
Oh man, Steve. Well, Steve just takes
Steve.
so much time and effort. I
Steve.
think the point of Eddie is that it just doesn't care, so it's
Okay.
just it grows out crazy. And there's wow factor there, and he's taking a lot more time and getting the length down to his butt. So
We're going to dig into it with Joe.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
take
about the
it, take
jokes
it up to
about
the
this.
jokes. Let them debate.
All right, last one for you.
What would you rather fight? The Mind Flayer or new villain in season 4 of
Oh my god, desculpem, estou só aqui a testar o áudio. Desculpem, a sério.
I wonder.
What a tease. There we go.
Prontos, saiu o Gaten.
We are gonna release
Quem é que irá vir agora? Ah, ok.
our first guest tonight.
Bye Gaten, bye!
Finally. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
See ya.
Oh my god.
Amazing Amazing. We're off to a good start. Here we
Yeah,
go, guys.
good start.
The hits keep on coming. Coming up next is everyone's favorite Hawkins mom, Cara Buono, who plays Karen Wheeler. Cara!
Espera, quem é que vem agora? Carol.
I
Oh.
feel like this is such a fun surprise back here.
Ui, o que
This
aconteceu?
is kind of
Oh.
tucked away, and then you just walk in, and it's like 500 fans.
I want to say hi to everybody.
Hello. A mãe do Mike.
Yes, awesome. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
The camera is right here, okay?
Now, she just
I'm
wanted
done.
that.
Thank you very much. You can check out my Insta.
So let's talk about Karen this season. How is she feeling about all things Hawkins at this point in Stranger Things?
You know, Karen is the ultimate 80s mom, you know, doesn't quite, you know, come home for dinner, doesn't really quite know what's going on. Don't you wish your mom was still like that and not texting you every 2 minutes, where are you, where are you, where are you? Yeah, and I'm rocking a really good perm, which I love.
Yes. Well, that's a great transition. I'm wondering, how has her relationship with Nancy and Mike evolved over the years when we pick up in ST4?
Well, I think, as all you know, when you know, having teenagers is very different from having younger kids, and it's like a whole different thing. I have a 9-year-old who's going on 19, and I'm a little nervous and afraid of her sometimes. So, you know, it's just knowing as a mom, like, when to let go and when to hold on, I think.
Right.
And they've dealt with some stuff
Yeah.
at this point.
Like what? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
just a couple things.
Yeah, you know, like, there's usually typical teenage stuff, and then there's the mall blowing up, and
Right, there's that. There's
you
that.
know, people,
In high school,
30
you know.
people dying in town, and then there's, you know, acne.
Right, there's that too. At this point, are you ever surprised by like what the writers have in store for your character? Were you surprised this season when you saw where Karen went this season?
You know, we always just see what we get when we get the scripts, and you know, the Duffers are amazing storytellers, and I think that's what's so appealing, right? Is that all the characters are so full of heart, and I think that just really appeals to everybody, the intimacy and the humanity of their relationships.
Now, we have all been waiting many years. You've been waiting many years for season 4 to
É
come
verdade.
out.
Há mais 3 ou 4 anos
What
estamos à
has made
espera.
Stranger Things such a special
Não, dois.
experience for you to
Dois.
work
Oh my god, dois.
Oh gosh, you know, we started shooting in 2015. I truly, you know, I've been acting for a long time. I feel very blessed, but I just love every single person associated with the show. I mean, actors will sometimes say that, and I think sometimes they're lying, but we are all telling the truth. I love every single actor on the show, the crew, everyone. It is such a special experience, and it's like, I'm so nostalgic for season 1 when we were just like in our little sound
É verdade,
stage
são
and
atores incríveis.
just kinda doing
incríveis.
people forever.
It's a special cast, and what a journey you guys have been on from the first season to what it's become, and now,
Yeah.
after what we've all been through the last few years, to be here in
I
person
know.
must feel amazing,
How
right?
lucky are we to all be here right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Give it up,
awesome.
guys. Cara Buono, thank you so much for stopping
Thank
by
you
today.
so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Enjoy the
Thank
premiere.
you.
See you.
Good to see you.
Good to
Bye.
see you. Thank you. Amazing. Okay, you know what? This is like there's no breaks, guys.
Yeah.
There's no bathroom breaks today. We're going right to our next
We're going.
guest,
We're
shall
live.
we?
We're live.
You wanna take
yeah,
this one?
I'll take this one. The person we have coming up next is the person we will have to thank for making What's Up, Brochachos be the thing
Ah, já sei quem é.
that everyone's going to be saying very
É
soon.
aquele. Ah, eu não sei o nome, mas é aquele com o cabelo bem grande lá na Califórnia.
Ready? Can we get
Dramatic
confirmation?
entrance?
Yeah,
Tan,
all
tan,
right,
tan,
let's bring it in. Eduardo
tan.
Rico.
There we go. Eduardo.
Oh my God.
Look at
Welcome.
Exatamente. Hello.
This is your first Stranger Things premiere.
Yeah.
Wow. So
for
everyone has seen you in the trailers, of course, because we got the super fans here. But what can you tell us about your character Argyle this season?
Without spoiling, let's see.
He's got fabulous hair.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Appreciate that. No, let's see. Besides the fact that you guys know that he delivers pizza and he's buddy with Jonathan, he serves more of a purpose. You know, he's also like Jonathan's personal, unofficial not certified therapist. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a shrink, you know? Like he's there to listen to whatever Jonathan's got going on in his mind. So that's all I can
It's
say.
good to have that guy. Yeah, we all need Eduardo.
They need it. There's some trauma.
Yeah, I mean,
Or Argyle.
I think Argyle. I don't know if you need Eduardo. I
Are
think
you a
you
good
need Argyle.
therapist?
What was that?
Are you a good therapist in real life?
I am not qualified. I'm not ever went to college. I'm not set up for that, man. You would probably not want my advice. Yeah, that's why I'm like, Argyle's advice sort of stems from like, you know, some psychedelics too. So maybe it's like
I see.
other entities, you know,
Informing
in the spirit world could possibly be the ones that are helping him, you know.
Right.
With his advice giving. I don't think you want my advice.
I hear you. Let me ask you this. When you get the role, when you learned you got into this show, which obviously is the biggest thing around, who did you tell first? How did you celebrate? What do you remember about the moment you got the role in Stranger Things?
I was, let's see, what was it? When did I know that I got it? I don't remember now.
Am I telling you now for the first time? Am I breaking it to you now?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I got it?
You got it.
No.
Just wait until you watch the premiere tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I wish it was a cooler story. I could probably be like, I was driving and then I got the call or something.
No, you
like
gotta
lame.
beef that up. You gotta change that story, man.
Let's just make it up, right? Okay, I was, let's see, I don't know, I was saving the world.
You nailed it. All right, buckle up. We got some rapid fire questions for you.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
Welcome to
It's
Stranger
a this or
Things.
that scenario. It's fine. We got one or the other. And first one relevant to your character. Would you rather eat Surfer Boy pizza or Eggos?
Surfer Boy pizza.
I think the pizza, I'm sorry, if anybody is, you know, against it, especially
We're in New York.
pineapple.
Very controversial.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's like, it's
Por
like
acaso
the
não sou da
Surfer Boy
equipa.
pizza, like the one
No.
that, you know, is with the pineapple.
Yeah.
So, like, I never knew that was controversial until, like, a couple years ago. And I was just talking about this recently. I was like, why is that so controversial? What people put sardines on pizza?
Right.
Yeah.
So the world prefers to eat, like, a canned, processed, sodium-filled fish, you know, as opposed to
Yeah.
pineapple, which is like
We really cracked into something here.
We've run out of
Like, I
time
don't
for the
know,
live stream, guys. Millie Bobby Brown will have to come another night. I'm sorry. Eduardo just used it all up.
Apologies to Matt Damon.
Okay, rapid fire. Where would you rather work? Scoops Ahoy or Family Video? Quick. First thing.
Oh, estou a gozar comigo então.
video store,
Ok,
baby.
ok. Não, TikTok, por amor de Deus.
But I lived and I saw the
Yeah.
not the end of it because I did see it when it was really good still, but it was the best place to be at on the weekend.
yeah.
Terry, we have
Oh,
to
yeah.
advertise the rapid fire part of this better. We need to just.
We're
doing
gonna.
a bad.
Okay,
sorry.
Battle of the Joes. Who has better hair, Steve Harrington or Eddie Munson?
I'm sorry, Steve.
Wow. Who would you rather fight, the Mind Flayer or Vecna?
The Mind Flayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think neither
Nenhum.
because they were asking me earlier. They were like, you know, who's
Mind Flayer
if you were
sabemos
in
o que é que é.
danger, which cast member
O
would you
Vecna.
want to
Fica o
to
mistério.
have there to help you, right? So it's
Yeah.
like everybody assumed like, oh well, I want David. I think Charlie was like, I want David because like he's so big and like you want a big guy to help
Yeah.
you fight, right? And it's like, I was like, nah, I want Noah.
Right.
You feel
You
me?
don't wanna
Because
fight.
like. Exactly. So like
Right.
Noah would be like, "What are we even doing here? Let's get on a plane."
I can't believe that
Noah
you
would
just
be like,
spoiled.
Noah would be like, "Let's get on a plane and let's get out of here."
No
He was-
action, everything's
So-
fine, and Stranger Things 4, you heard it here first. Eduardo Franco, everybody.
Yeah.
So nice
Welcome to the
have
cast.
you
Thanks for
here.
stopping by tonight. Have a
Yeah.
good one.
Thank you,
so
Bay Scott. I love you. Thank you.
All right. We're running out back there.
Amazing,
Thank you.
amazing.
Thanks, Eduardo. We're going to go right to our next cast
Yes.
member. I know
quem será?
this lady has some fans here tonight.
I think some people dressed up as her, maybe. She stole our hearts and scoops
Millie Bobby-
We first
no, no.
met her in
É
Stranger
Robin.
Things 3, and she called
É
Steve
Robin.
a dingus.
How dare she?
I am so excited to welcome to the Stranger Things 4 premiere stage Maya Hawk, who plays Robin Buckley.
A Robin.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, thanks.
Oh, you have your own Amazing.
Top.
I love this dress. It's like some Demobat like inspired.
It was my concept idea. I was like, it's El Diablo, this little demo
I
bag.
love that.
Espanhol perfeito.
Amazing.
El Diablo.
Yeah, you had some time to prepare your outfit.
Couple years.
Yeah,
couple years. Been working on it.
We are so excited to catch up with Robin in season 4. What can you tease about her story this season?
Well, I can tease a friendship with Nancy, which is very exciting. It's so fun to work with that. I can tease.
Será que é spoiler?
A lot of
Acho que
problem
não.
solving.
Ela acabou de dizer que vai ter uma
easy running,
grande amizade com a
and,
Nancy.
I don't know, different kinds of journeys than she's ever been on before, and new friends.
Also safe to say, and I've gotten a chance to see some of these episodes, the scale has always been big. But the scale this season, did it feel bigger?
Yeah, those are sort of our go-to lines. Like, I think I have them written on my hand. Bigger, darker,
All the
huger,
ers.
more brutal, more seems to be the thing that that's my speech.
Everything, more of everything.
More of everything, but it's true.
The Duffers are here and they're like, all we can say is more. You get more in season 4.
That's all we're allowed to say is more. More for 4.
That's
more
the catchphrase. She did it.
That's the tagline.
Nailed it.
We last saw Robin and Steve at Family Video. Where do we pick up with that dynamic duo?
Back at Family Video. Yeah, like some. We're really wingmanning each other this season. We're just like each other's support system. We're really supportive, and we're always just like, wow, my base is really it's like, go get 'em, you can do it. That's sort of our whole vibe.
Can you tease anything about Robin's search for love this season? Where are we at?
It's definitely going marginally better.
Now, you talked about this a little bit. You get to spend a lot more time with Natalia Dyer this season, the relationship between Robin and Nancy. And with fans, we got a really cute photo that was released of the two of you together, and fans lost their minds. So what can you kind of set up about those two characters coming together?
They're like kind of opposites attract situation. Like they wouldn't on paper seem like they would get along, but the thing that brings them together is their intelligence. And that's what I love so much is they kind of realize that though their minds work differently, they're both incredible thinkers, and they team up and look for clues.
Spin-off show. There you go. Okay. Some
Josh,
rapid
I think
fire
we have
for
a
you.
fan question.
Oh, we do have a fan question.
Oh, no. We lost our fan question.
The fan question will come back, but we're going to do some rapid fire. Let's do some. Okay, here we go. What would you rather eat? Surfer Boy pizza or Eggos?
Surfer board pizza.
This is a leading question, though. I can't wait to find out what you answer. Where would you rather work, Scoops Ahoy or Family Video?
Family Video. Not a leading question at all.
You've worked both. You have the full one of them exists still.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an advantage, the one that exists. Yes.
That does always help.
Who has the better hair, Steve Harrington or Eddie Munson?
I mean, who has better hair than Steve the Hair?
I mean, it's a gimme. I get it.
It's in his name. Okay, and last question. Who would you rather fight, the Mind Flayer or Vecna?
Oh, well, I think I'd probably rather be the person to take down Vecna because that's a more massive accomplishment, and I'm an egomaniac. But I'd rather fight the Demigorgon because it seems a little more attainable as a goal. Well, I'm sure they'd take me down, both of them, with one swift.
We have some amazing cosplayers here. We actually have like a very nicely dressed Demogorgon too, who like feels like the one that you'd want to pal around with. She's somewhere. There she is.
Yeah.
There she is. We also have some amazing Robin cosplayers here too. If you're dressed like Robin, stand up and give Maya a wave. We got two. We got two at least, but they're amazing.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for stopping by tonight. Good luck in training to fight the Demogorgon.
Okay,
Enjoy the night.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, Maya, so great to chat with you. Have an amazing time at the premiere.
Thanks, Maya.
Give it up for Maya Hawk, everyone.
All right, the hits keep on coming. We have a guy you might know as Will Byers.
Oh, é o Noah. É o Noah.
Goes by Mr. Noah Schnapp.
Noah, isso! Hi.
Chatting with some of the fans beforehand, and like half of them have like run into you in the past week.
Enfim, o meu crush em séries. Will Byers.
And she was like,
she's right there. That's her.
You?
Yeah.
You were like, I'm gonna be at the premiere. Oh my god, yeah.
And we're here. Here
Oh my
we
God.
are.
Good to see everyone once again.
It's so good to see you, man. So let's talk to me about the big move for Will this season to California. How's it going?
I mean, Will is just finding himself in a new environment with new people, and it's awesome. You guys are gonna love the California stuff. It's amazing, and I'm so happy with it.
I feel like it's like kind of a different genre this season to the California storyline. So how are Will and Elle adjusting to high school?
Yeah, so you guys are gonna see Will and Elle's kind of more realistic, personable, non-supernatural side, which is kind of new for them. But it's cool. I mean, the California storyline's awesome. It's like an action-packed comedy, everything set in sunny California. So what's not to love?
Almost as important as the relationships and the special effects is the hair, of course, obviously. Great hair tonight. Will's hair in the season, how would you evaluate it compared to past seasons?
You know, I think every season we get a new look of the bowl cut.
Yeah, who knew
Por acaso é verdade.
It's just always different. I mean, I'm hoping for if you guys could maybe like.
Eu falei isso na entrevista há 2 dias atrás.
My favorite thing I saw, though, is someone Photoshop the bowl cut on every single character on the poster. So every character has the Will hair. And honestly, everyone looks fabulous.
Really?
Yeah, everyone, like Lucas with the bowl cut.
I just saw the other day a like change.org like petition, like get rid of the bowl cut. And I put my name on it.
We finally found one thing to unite the country: change Will's haircut.
It's so funny because it was created by Noah Schnapp, but you still signed it. Yeah. You know, this season really mixes up the Hawkins crew. How did that change how things felt while filming, kind of broken up from your same core group of actors?
I mean, I was a little nervous, like, what is this new group gonna be like? It's different than just the 4 boys that I'm used to, but I mean, like I said, it's just, looking back, it was so good, and it just turned out so well. It's such a great group of people, and people are gonna love it. So.
We have a fan question here. Is Noah really good at drawing in real life?
No. I'm horrible.
Ei, meu Deus.
Is what they call it.
Okay, we have
Investi mesmo no
another one
personagem
from
ele.
Laura Albert _ who asks if you can describe season 4 in 3 emojis.
Escrevi em 3 emojis.
I'm sure everyone said like the scared emoji.
Oh, you're the first one to get this one. Okay.
Okay.
Eu lembro-me dos emojis da skin da season passada.
Pizza emoji.
Emoji de pizza.
And then I would say like a little eggplant emoji. Like,
oh, hello.
I just got whoa boy in my ear.
E onde é que está o relógio? O emoji do relógio.
People are gonna lose their minds over the next 2 weeks trying to figure out what that means.
I just did my first triple take I've ever done. Okay, rapid fire questions for
And
you.
on pizza, of course.
Yes, of course. Oh, you want me to end it on the pizza? Is that what you said? Okay. Would you rather eat Surfer Boy pizza or Eggos?
A pizza all day, yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather work at Scoops Ahoy or Family Video?
Scoops Ahoy. Love ice cream.
Let's talk hair. Who's got the better hair, Steve Harrington or Eddie Munson?
Steve Harrington, easy.
Concordo, disse no Steve Harrington. Concordo muito.
Who would you rather fight, the Mind Flayer or Vecna?
Well, my character faced the Mind Flayer, so not Vecna. Vecna's too much for me. I can't.
Acho que disse spoiler. Ele disse que nesta temporada não vai lutar com o Vecna. Não spoiler, uma dica. Thank you, Noah. We love you.
Enjoy tonight.
Good to see you.
Thank you guys.
Amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Well,
should we get right to?
I think we should. I mean, people said they were really excited for this guy.
I'm very excited.
You're
for this
excited
guy.
for this guy.
He's my spirit animal.
He is.
Thank you, you know him. You love him. Please welcome the guy who I'm pretty sure maybe isn't dead after all. It's David Harbour.
Olhem o nosso Hopper, pai da Eleven, David Harbour. Já veio a chegar. Ei, que estilo! Olha o style. Muito trip.
David Harbour.
Josh Horowitz was on an aircraft carrier where Tom Cruise landed a helicopter very close to him and got out. And
that was my warm-up act for this.
I know, and I told him that I had to top it.
He did it!
So I had this suit made specifically.
In a week?
Because I want to compete with the fact that Tom Cruise can fly a helicopter.
Elvis lives and his name is David Harbour.
That's right, the king is back! He's not dead. He's not dead. Elvis nor me.
Do you wear this ever again? Is this retired after tonight? Is this your new sleepwear? What happens to
Look,
this?
here's what I'm hoping, actually. We'll talk about this all throughout the night, but this is very special, and hopefully I'm going to auction it off or raffle it. That's not a joke. I love, no, that is the thing, because one of you superfans' dorky dad is going to buy this and then show up at your school to pick you up and embarrass the hell out of you. So don't let them bid on it. But the proceeds will go to War Child. We'll do like a really nice thing with it, but I don't think I can wear it ever again.
The back is amazing and very season 4 themed. We got Creel House right here. We got Surfer Boot.
Oh, é verdade, agora que eu vi. Oh, que fixe. Também quero. Estou a brincar, não é este o meu estilo.
This is incredible.
And the house and without all our faces, but it's like.
Oh, and you have 11 on the arm.
Got 11, I got the palace
Está muito fixe. Foi personalizado e tudo.
I got awesome Gaten Maserano, awesome Caleb, and then this.
I feel like you should
guy.
do like a catwalk tour.
And this guy.
Like, on TikTok right now, just
And
like
then,
give them a look.
you want me? What?
Eu vou mostrar o style. Me dá uma Gorgon ali, nas calças. My God.
Like my daughter tells me to do on Instagram or TikTok, isn't it? Like, oh no, you're like sitting outside a private plane or something, going like.
Já vai muito virar meme, juro. Vai muito virar meme.
That's not for the over 40 crowd.
All right, we should ask some questions.
Oh yeah.
All right.
So Hopper this season, we know Hopper's back, thank God, or else you wouldn't have been invited.
Yes. How embarrassing would that be? You guys watched the season, you were like, what's David Harbour doing here? He doesn't have another job, does he?
What was it like to shoot, though? Like, you're kind of in your own Great Escape movie in this season a little bit. What's going on?
Yeah, let's hope. I mean, I'm trapped in Russia in the brutally cold weather, first of all, and I'm in a brutal place.
Ele está preso na Rússia, num sítio muito frio e assim. Preso numa prisão, rodeado de guardas russos. E há monstrozinho.
And on top of that, Hopper has to struggle with these inner demons that he's had the whole time. And I think, you've seen the fact that he can't express things to the people that he loves in his life, like 11, except through letters that are received posthumously. So he needs to, exactly. But he needs to deal with these secret things, these secret demons inside of him. And so a lot of this season is about the external threat and the brutality, and also the internal brutality that Hopper himself, does. So it's a dark season for me.
Now, we got some fan questions from social media beforehand. We have one for you for Madison Brion. And this, I know you can answer it without fully answering it because it would be a spoiler, but they want to know what episode was your favorite to film.
That's a really good question. I have a big speech in episode 5 that I really, really liked. Years to say it. And also, there is something else that happens in episode 8. Which was a very fun.
Vai dar spoilers, se calhar.
Day of shooting, and it was a lovely.
Aconteceu uma coisa no episódio 8.
Thing that, as a fan of the show, I've wanted for a long time. So that was a great episode.
E aconteceu uma coisa que aconteceu. Que os fãs iriam querer por muito tempo. Estou muito a ser um nerd na vida real. Ele é a pessoa mais fixe que nós vimos.
Don't you get it? No, I'm the biggest nerd. I mean, people have often asked me what kid you identify with, and it's always Will Byers.
Will Byers.
It was always the outcast and the kid sort of that everyone thought was a dork. But if you're feeling that way and you're 10 or 11 or 12 or 13, I can tell you that isn't always the case, and perhaps one day when you're 47, you could feel like you can stand on stage in front of people and be the center of attention.
The always understated.
I want to give a shout out to we got some Hopper cosplayers in the audience.
No
Stand
way.
up if you're dressed as Hopper.
Hey!
I see him. We have
Plaid
Hopper.
amazing
That's
shirts.
cutting edge, man. It's cutting edge.
Cutting edge. It's a great costume.
Don't get it, Flo.
All right, amazing. Thank you so much, David.
Thank
Such
you.
a pleasure chatting
Good to
with
see
you.
you, buddy.
Enjoy
Thank you.
tonight. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Amazing. I think we're going to meet a new actor to
are.
Stranger
This
Things.
is my favorite new
Quem é que virá agora?
A memorable character known as Eddie
Eu aposto
Munson,
talvez
real life voiced by
em
Joe Quinn.
Joe Quinn.
Joe Quinn.
Welcome to Stranger
Ok.
Things.
Vamos lá ver.
This suit is amazing.
Thank you.
Ah, eu acho que este é dos
Hi.
Eddie Munson, exato.
First of all, welcome officially to Stranger Things. I mean, I guess making the show is one kind of celebration, but what's it like to kind of be out and about in this environment?
It's pretty mad. Yeah. There's a lot of people.
They are. Let's give him a big warm Stranger Things welcome.
Make them feel at home. What can we know about your character? What's not off limits?
His name's Eddie.
Great.
He's the head of the Dungeons and Dragons Club at Hawkins High, and he's kind of in and amongst all of the stuff I can't talk about.
We have a bunch of people already wearing Hellfire Club swag
No way.
too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm keep making everyone stand up. We got like look.
Por acaso também tenho uma camisola agora do Hellfire Club de Stranger Things.
Logo.
Bem fixe.
Cool. Yeah. You also have a fabulous head of hair, and you have some of the best scene-stealing moments in the trailer. What was it like working with that Hawkins crew and coming into the cast?
Oh, well, you know, like you never know who you're going to get put together with, and joining a show like this is clearly, you know, just nuts. So, and getting to go to work with them every day was just such a treat. So I can't get over how many people it is. Yeah.
Stranger Things is kind of a big deal. They've been waiting a long time for this season.
They've been camped out for 3 years in this space waiting for this.
Okay.
They started lining up, yeah, right when season 3 dropped.
So who gets the news first? When you get this gig and you know you're going to join this cast, who in your family, friends was most excited about you joining this cast?
It's quite fun. I called my mum. My mum doesn't know what it is. I was like, oh, I got it. And she was just like, my mum's from Liverpool, which is a place in the north of England. She was like, what's that? I was like, it's kind of a big show. And I told my dad couldn't believe he's actually with me tonight. Yeah, which is kind of great. I told too many people, I think.
What do you think makes this season more epic than any season that's come before?
Oh, just the whole thing. The scope is huge, and I think they're kind of. If there's 3 storylines, and not one of them is a secondary or tertiary storyline. It's every single storyline is enormous, and I can't wait for you all to see it. Yeah.
Josh and I keep humble bragging all night that we have gotten a chance to see a couple of episodes, but like truly Eddie Munson is amazing. He's going to be your new favorite character. You're such a scene stealer.
Oh, bless you.
Really awesome. You're like, well, it's such a pleasure chatting with you tonight. I hope you have an amazing time at your first Stranger Things premiere.
Thank you so much.
Super great.
It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
Great to meet you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Quem sabe um dia vou eu para ali. Quem sabe um dia vou eu para o Stranger Things, para uma premiere. Pô, que sonho, né?
We've talked about his hair a little bit tonight. He's
Joey
also
Carey.
spent time in ice cream shops and now video stores. Give it up for Steve Harrington, aka Joe Carey.
Hello, Joey.
Hey, so nice to see you, Joe.
Harry e o cabelo. Joey Carey.
Look at all these people.
Steve Harrington.
All right, buddy.
Lindo.
We got a lot to cover. Scoops Ahoy to Family Video.
Yeah.
How's Steve doing? How's the transition going?
Oh, I'll tell you, it feels good to wear a different outfit for 2 years.
But you still wear the Scoops Ahoy at home, so that's...
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's in my free time. But yeah, got a nice vest. I got to wear my own clothes underneath. It was good. Yeah, no, it's production design in the video store and Family Video is amazing.
And Maya already teased that we kind of pick up right with the dynamic duo of Robin and Steve, where we left off in Family Video. But this season, the cast is a bit scattered. The characters are scattered. So how does this season feel different than previous ones.
Definitely. Just the scope of the season is a lot larger, and on the page, it was kind of like, how exactly are we going to do this? Just because we're shooting, you know, for California, we're doing Hawkins, we're doing, so it's very scattered. But I was really lucky to be in this storyline that I really enjoyed, where we get to kind of uncover some mysteries that are really integral to the lore and to the kind of background of everything that's been going on. So that was really exciting for me as just a fan.
How do you do it? You double the length of the season from any
just double
previous
it.
season.
You just double it. There you go. Double it. More time.
I have a cruel question because you're so identified with a couple characters, some great iconic duos. Steve Dustin, Steve and Robin, better duo. Which one is closer to your heart?
Oh man, that's a dead tie. I really, I feel
Steven.
like it's like choosing who do you love
Dustin.
better, mom or dad. I can't do that.
All right,
I
well,
can't answer that too. Who do you love better, your mom and dad?
They're both here. I can't do that.
Okay, let's talk
Neither.
with you about something we haven't talked about really with anyone else, which is Creel House.
Right.
Now, this is a super creepy new location this season. We get to see some shots of Steve at Creel House in the trailer. What can you tell us about kind of this new location, this new threat?
Very important, and again, it kind of plays into the I don't know, vague history, I guess I would say. But it was an amazing, amazing set to work on, and it plays a very large part in this season, and I don't want to spoil anything.
You gotta find Dave Harbour tonight because he's wearing a suit that's basically the whole season, and he has
I
the
just
full...
saw. Yes, I just saw that. I saw little Finn, or when Finn was little on his.
We made
on
him
his
do a
breast
little
pocket.
catwalk for us.
No scripts necessary anymore.
Hated
Just
it.
read David Harbour's suit, basically.
Perfect.
What can you tease about the big bad this season? How does it compare to ones in the past?
He's slimy, like everyone in the past, but I think he is. He's a monster, but he has. Man, how do you put it? He's kind of humanoid, so I think that actually makes him a lot scarier.
Right.
Because you can kind of relate to him maybe more than you could to just a Demogorgon. So yeah.
Vecna loves vines, loves roots.
He loves vines. He loves roots. He's a vegetarian, I think.
What's not to love?
Great, yeah.
Sweet Vecna. Justice for Vecna.
Vegan, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
No. We're still on Justice for Bob. We're back to Justice for Barb if we're you know, really going crazy.
Should we do some rapid fire questions for Joe?
I think so. Let's do some.
Here we go.
What's up, Josh?
Okay.
Would you rather eat Surfer Boy pizza or Eggos, Joe?
Surfer Boy pizza.
Respect.
Like forever for the rest of my life?
Sure.
Pizza. There's more, I think, going on there, you know, nutritionally.
Yeah, for sure. Where would you rather work, Scoops Ahoy or Family Video?
Family Video, much more entertainment, and if I worked at Scoops Ahoy, I'd just, you know, get fat. Nutrition, there you go. Nutrition. It goes back to nutrition. It's all about food. It's all about
Joe,
food.
guys, PSA tonight. You have a horse in this race. Who has the better hair, Steve Harrington or Eddie Munson?
I think Eddie. Have you seen that wig? Have you? Oh my gosh, it's like the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's like Spinal Tap.
It's so funny because like.
Oh meu Deus, eu ia dizer que outro personagem tem melhor cabelo que ele.
It's like, oh, you're like a normal person, not like the coolest metalhead I've ever seen.
I was so shocked behind the scene because I worked with him before I saw him off set, really, and then after seeing him, it was shocking to see him without his his mane and British.
We don't know if that accent is real or not. We don't know
where he's from. We don't know.
All right, last one for you. Who would you rather fight, the Mind Flayer or vegetarian Vecna?
Oh man, that is a great question. I feel like probably Vecna because he would probably treat me to a nice vegetarian dinner at least at some point.
Someone needs a meal. Someone's hungry tonight.
I'm starving.
We're going to get Joe some food. Joe, such a pleasure chatting with you.
Give it up for Joe Carey.
Thank you,
Back in Stranger Things.
So excited.
Enjoy
Good.
tonight.
Thank you.
So good to see
Thank you, Joey.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! We had like prepped so much stuff, and it's been nonstop. But that's good because that's all anyone wants to see tonight, and that's great too. Because up next,
Who do we got?
we got Finn Wolfhard.
Heard of him?
I'm not even gonna do the whole thing.
Aqui está o nosso Mike, o melhor Finn Wolfhard. Oh my god, está tão alto ele.
Nice to see you. Now, Mike Wheeler, off to have the best spring break ever. What can you tease about what it was like to travel outside of Hawkins this season?
Yeah, it was good. He, I think, in his mind, like, built up what a California person looks like. So if you can imagine what he would dress as, that's what he dressed as. So yeah, he wore a lot of flip-flops, and it was really gross.
What can what can we tease about Mike and Eleven this season and their journey together?
Eleven, as
Right,
you know,
yeah.
I like to say.
Yeah, the ship name. What can you say? I think just kind of trying to figure themselves out, kind of, and like whether that's together or separate, I'm not really sure. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Now, we also know, we saw in the trailer that you were sporting a Hellfire Club t-shirt. We already have people wearing Hellfire Club t-shirts here tonight. They work fast, these super fans. What can you set up about kind of the Hellfire Club this season? I'm mildly obsessed.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's, I'm glad that the merch is already kicked in. That's pretty early, giving Netflix early money. That's great. It's just a cool, I mean, it's technically not cool. It's a club for people who like to play Dungeons and Dragons and
Represent.
Yeah.
Our one
Three
buddy
people,
Paul over
yeah.
here.
Yeah. Everyone's like, I don't even know what that is. I just like looking. Yeah.
What advice would you give your character this season to navigate the murky waters of Stranger Things 4?
Oh, I don't know, like listen more, I would say, in general. I think Mike is always in his own head a lot, and the only thing that gets him out of his head, I think, is like when he has to like protect his friends. That's like when he kicks into gear.
Right.
When you see him when he's not going on like missions, he's pretty clueless. He doesn't really understand. I think if he just kind of
focus up
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great answer, and people will know what you're talking about when they see the season and be like, that was a great answer.
Yeah.
That was a great answer, fan. Okay, we pulled some fan questions beforehand. This one is from Casper Morden. They ask, with the season 4 trailer looking so dark and horrifying, was it the most intense season to film so far?
Oh, that's a good question. We actually like kind of have, I mean, there's pretty dark stuff in our storyline, but like my storyline specifically that I'm in is like the most comedic out of all of them. So weirdly, we kind of got the like easiest emotionally out of, you know, everyone. So I would say like for everyone else filming in Atlanta, for like all of the, you know, Hawkins gang and all of the Creel House stuff like that, it was like truly terrifying. For us, it was a lot more kind of like action thriller type stuff with like stoner comedy thrown in. So
because you shot in New Mexico, right? That's
yeah,
where
we
California
shot.
was?
Yeah, we shot in like the literally. I mean, we shot in Albuquerque, but like a lot of it was like middle of nowhere, like staying in like hotels in. It was like filming an independent movie at the same time as Stranger Things was being filmed, so it's kind of weird.
It's like 4 different independent movies.
Yeah, there's like 5 movies going on.
Right.
Yeah.
This maybe answers this question, but Monica did want to know, how would you rank the new season on a horror scale from 1 to 10? Sounds like your side of things is not.
Scary or good, or
however you want to do it.
I would say like if you're going like through Stranger Things scary, like it's definitely like compared to what it used to be. I mean, I'll just tease that like. There's some ends to some episodes early on that are like I think you would have trouble turning on the next episode.
Right.
So.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary. Look at that
Gasps.
response.
First gasps of the night.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes.
Which also perfectly sets us up to our next question. You know, this season's a long time coming. We've been waiting years for Stranger Things 4. So what makes this season so special and exciting to finally come out?
I think just because it took us so long to make it, and I don't know, it took 2 years to make, and then, you know, they had to edit it and do everything. Just a lot of hard work went into it, and I think people will, like, really see that. I also think it's, like, easily our, like, most ambitious season, so.
It's a big one in every respect. All right, so those.
I think I've gone over the limit on the Eggos at this point, so I'll probably go for pizza.
Okay. Where would you rather work, Scoops Ahoy or Family Video?
Family Video. I feel like there would be like a lot of like little kid puke at Scoops Ahoy that I have to clean up all the time, so I'd probably go with video.
Who has the better hair, Steve Harrington or Eddie Munson?
I'm gonna leave that one up to like Twitter after, because there's gonna be some weird poll war thing.
Smart enough to avoid controversy.
I'm good on that one.
As we call a Stranger Things pro at this point.
Exactly.
Let the newbies answer that one.
Yeah, exactly.
And last one for you, what would you rather fight, the Mind Flayer or Vecna?
The Mind Flayer, easily. Yeah.
Amazing. Everybody give it up for Mr. Finn Wolford. So good to see you.
Have a great night, Finn.
Amazing. I'm exhausted, but I'm getting a new lease on life because one of my favorite human beings is on deck. Give it up for Joyce Byers, the one and only Winona Ryder.
Muito bem, agora Joyce Byers aqui connosco, mãe do Will Byers.
We've got all these fans tucked back here. They're so excited to see everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Terry, I haven't been keeping track.
Não faço a mínima ideia porquê, mas esta roupinha faz lembrar Harry Potter.
We have a fan in the audience who just got the Joyce haircut too to cosplay as her tonight. Just dyed her hair and everything. Respect. She's somewhere.
So, talk to us a little bit about what it's like. Okay, so years in the making.
She's right there. She's right there.
She is. There's our Joyce.
Little Joyce. Oh,
you see her right here? What's it like just to be out in an environment like this for Stranger Things? You've obviously been to some major events over the years, but given the last few years and the long time coming, what's it like to be out with this now?
It's crazy. It's incredible. I mean, I haven't been out in a couple of years, and to get this kind of reception, it's completely overwhelming in the best possible way.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone around the world loves Stranger Things so much. What has been one of your favorite fan interactions you've ever had?
Well, I mean, I'm Will's mom. I mean, that's how I get. It used to be Beetlejuice, but
it's still Beetlejuice.
But now it's Will's mom, and which is great.
Are the fans different? I mean, again, you've had different kind of fandoms over the years, but can you detect a difference in the Stranger Things fandom given?
Oh yeah. It's incredible. I mean, part of it, I remember when I first got offered the job, I'd never done a series, and I remember people saying, you know, you're going to be in people's homes now. You know, it's going to be different because they'll know you more. You're going to be kind of part of their, and that's wild. I was a little, to be completely honest, I was a little scared, but it's just been such a positive, you know, beautiful thing that I'm just, it's completely life-changing and really, really meaningful. Really meaningful to me. Thank you guys so much.
Do you remember when you knew the show was a big deal? Was there like a moment?
Well, I'm not on social media, but I do, and I remember like the day that it premiered, I got an email from Netflix changing my subscription price. It went from like $9.99 to $14.99, or the $12.99, and I was like, oh, but you know, hey, and I still pay that bill. I think it's even higher now.
Oh, I'm going to share my password with you.
It's worth it. Yeah. It's worth it. We get Stranger Things.
This is a fan question from Cecile M. Cruz, who wants to know, what should we look most forward to, you think, in season 4?
Oh my gosh.
I know it's hard.
It's the stakes are, if you can believe it, they're even higher. And I mean, I know, like, I can't say a lot of stuff. but
your storyline is like just nonstop spoilers.
Yeah, it is. But what I love so much about the show and so much about the Duffers is that they keep the heart. Yeah. You know, so whatever the stakes, you know, in all of the storylines with the kids, I mean, these kids are so brilliant, and I'm so proud of them, and I'm so honored to work with them and get to know them. They're just so special. But you know, you really, they're no matter what's going on, getting chased by crazy Russians, the monsters talking the lamps, whatever's going on, it is ultimately about love and friendship. When it really comes down to it, that's what everybody is fighting for and dealing with, and that I think is done really beautifully and played so beautifully by our cast.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
That's what makes an event like this so special, is to see the incredible ensemble that is Stranger Things. Well, this crowd loves you. We love you. Give it up for Winona Ryder, everybody.
Thank you, Mãe do Will.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Quem é que irá vir agora? Eu acho que...
I'm with you guys, 1000%.
Caleb.
We're keeping things in the Byers
Não
family
sei porque
right
acho que é o
now,
Caleb.
so, yeah. Let's welcome to the stage Charlie Heaton, who plays
Charlie.
Jonathan Byers. What's up, Charlie? Get over here.
Not Jonathan.
How you doing, man? Hello.
So nice to see you.
Lovely to
Welcome
see
back
you.
to Stranger Things.
Oh my God, yeah.
Feels good to be in the Upside Down.
It feels. Look at this. It feels amazing.
Now, we have been waiting, everyone here has been waiting so long for Stranger Things 4. What makes this season a game changer?
Man, just what the Duffers have done this season, I think is going to shock a lot of people. It's going to shock the fans. For me, how scary it is. I just, it reminds me when I was little, I was watching like Nightmare on Elm Street, and or Poltergeist, and I was terrified. I couldn't sleep, and I do think we've kind of hit that maturity, you know.
Is there a way, I hate asking these questions because I know you have to dance around it, but is there a scene this season you can tease that is your heart of heart favorites? What should we look out for?
I don't know. There's a lot of great. I mean, what can I say?
As far as I'm concerned, you can say nothing, but Terry, I mean, everything rather. Terry, though, works for Netflix, so she probably doesn't want you to say anything.
Yeah.
You have a really fun, I'm like, all right, I got it. I got some talking points for you. But you have a really fun storyline in California. You guys kind of have like a different vibe this season, too. A different like genre almost that you're playing around in.
Yeah, we filmed in New Mexico this year, and I had Eduardo Franco, who's Jonathan's new friend. He plays Argyle, which I think is going to be a great character. But yeah, it was nice, at least for me, to be able to play Jonathan. It was like Jonathan a little bit with the shackles off, you know. He's kind of, we obviously at the end of last season, Nancy and Jonathan made this promise to kind of to stay together and be together, and that distance, it wasn't going to get between them, but sometimes the reality of distance is a little different. So you see him going through these, he's kind of vulnerable when we first see him. He's not really sure of himself, and he has this amazing, I guess you guys would say, shrink therapist friend who, medicinally helps him and tries to help him get through his problems, and yeah, it's a roller coaster.
We got some advice from him tonight, and I'm not sure if I'm going to follow.
Yeah, he was like, Eduardo was like, don't take my advice, but Argyle, what's up, brochachos?
As you can imagine, some fan questions for you. This is from Ava Smith, who wants to know your favorite character from season 4 and why.
I mean, it would be a bit of a dishonor if I didn't obviously say Argyle. He's the most I got to spend time with. Yep. But look out for Joe Quinn. He plays Eddie Munson. His character's super amazing, man. His energy is so good. But honestly, without kind of sounding, I do think everyone they've introduced this year has added just so much flavor to the show. Yeah. So. Yeah. Every new character's great. I kind of have to say that. but I believe
very
it.
Diplomatic, but it's true. It's true. It's a true ensemble.
Now, the Duffers have promised that we're finally going to get some answers this season about what the heck is up with the Upside Down, with everything that's been happening. Obviously no spoilers, but how did you react to finding out some of those answers?
Yeah, I think, we are getting to the end, and this is the second to last season, and I think we're getting into the meat and bones of it, the mythology of it, and it's great. It's great to be able to get into that. I think it's finally kind of making sense now. Does that obviously you haven't seen it, but it's starting to what this whole thing is, makes sense.
There's a reveal this season that you're all going to be like, that's that's my spoiler. That's my spoiler. Everyone's going to have that reaction.
The answers will come soon enough in just a couple of weeks. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy the night. Always good to see you.
Charlie, thank you so much.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you.
All right, we got
Bye, good boy.
kind of a big crew coming out
I'm
next.
going to welcome them while you run over here for a second. We've got a bunch of folks coming on stage. Give it up for Sadie, Caleb, and Priya. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Oh my gosh! Welcome, welcome, welcome!
Muito bem, muito bem. Ei, o estilo do Caleb.
Did you guys plan this too? Like these outfits are exceptional.
It was not planned.
Yeah, it wasn't planned.
Don't worry.
Amazing. Talk to us. Okay, just the excitement level. You're out and about with season 4, Stranger Things 4. What's it like, years in the making, to finally be able to unleash this thing? What are you most excited for fans to experience?
It's been 3 years since the show's come out. I'm excited for everyone to be here to see Stranger Things.
Meu Deus, o estilo do Caleb está muito estranho. Tem muito drip.
You know, it's a blessing to, you know, be a part of a great show and have amazing fans. Thank you guys.
Oh, no, yeah, I agree with Caleb. I'm sure you guys are excited. I'm excited. Yeah, I cannot wait for you all to see the final product. It's gonna be great.
Priya, how many times have people yelled, "You can't spell America without Erica" at you since season 3 came out?
So many times, so many times.
Iconic line. Now, Sadie, the question we got more than any other question from fans, this one is from Apple D10, who wants to know, is Max okay? We're concerned about Max.
Listen, she goes through a lot this season. You know, she's not too hot, but it's an interesting color to see on her, and different than, definitely in a different place now than she was when we saw her in season 3. But yeah, it's an interesting season for Max for sure.
Yeah, I want to say everything Terry, because you have some great stuff in this season. But yeah, so yeah, there's your tease.
I just want to say levitate, 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 levitate.
Yeah, exactly. Talk to me about, as fans know by now, I think, it's kind of a supersized season. Like, these are longer episodes. Did it feel like, I know the scale, every season, it feels like we keep saying it's getting bigger, but did it feel like a bigger show this time around?
It kind of felt like the same environment as ever. I mean, some of the sets were just so detailed, and just the scale of everything was so large. So yeah, in that way, it did feel like a really big season. But in terms of like the crew and the cast, it was, you know, same energy as always.
Got it. For you, I'm curious, you have a new crew this season. You're kind of with a different group. Is that a little bit interesting?
Yeah, that was very interesting. I was actually, when I read the script, I was sad. I was like, man, I'm going to get to... You know what? I'm not going to talk. I was about to say too much.
We were so close, guys.
You're good at this. You're trying to get me to spoil things.
Me?
So yeah. You know. Yeah.
I like that our question was like, so what can you say about Lucas? And you're like, it's too much. Too many spoilers.
Yeah, no, but I feel like, you know, as you can tell that, well, it's been in the press that, you know, there's 4 different like locations, and you know, in Hawkins everyone's kind of going through their own thing. Lucas is as well. I feel like this season it answers a lot of questions to a lot of people's stories. I feel like you'll get to dive into Lucas's life more and his thoughts as well. But that's all I'm going to say, sir.
Okay. Don't look at me. It's her.
All right. It's me. Okay, question for each of you. Priya, I'm going to start with you. We'll go down the line. Which of the monsters do you think is scariest in Stranger Things? And we can include Vecna, because people do know Vecna is the big bad this season.
Okay, cool. I would definitely say Vecna. You know, as the seasons go on, I think the monsters get...
Agora está a volta a saber quem
so, Vecna.
é quem esse tal Vecna. Uma criatura das Dragons, algo mais. Eu não sei.
Hey, think about it though. Dart lives like he's on the good side and the bad side. Like he could have really took over. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We have. I'm kind of obsessed with her. We have like a friendly Demogorgon over there too. She's like very fashionable and very like villainous.
Demogorgons can be sweet, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much
Sadie
for
doesn't
stopping
look
by today.
convinced.
No, I like it. It's like avant-garde Demogorgon. I love it.
Priya, Sadie, Caleb, thanks so much for stopping by. Enjoy the
Oh
premiere.
my gosh, have an amazing night
Thank you.
tonight.
Thank you. I feel like we're missing some cast member we haven't talked
Muito
to.
bem,
Who
foi
haven't we
agora
talked to?
3
So
pessoas.
scratching my brain.
I don't know. We have been making Spinal Tap references all night.
Wait, oh yeah.
Querem muito ver a nossa Eleven. Não! Oh my god, desculpem. Agora desci. Desculpem, é que estou com Covid. Meu Deus. Nossa Millie Bobby Brown is right here. Tá linda. Cabelo pintado e tudo.
They've been waiting outside since season 3 came out. You too, though. You've been in the back.
been freezing.
They brought warmers.
New York weather.
It's okay. It's okay. It's so good to see you. Let's talk a little bit about this long in the making season. Just what is it like to finally deliver this to the audience, to be out and about in public with this show? What are you feeling?
I feel like I don't need to go to therapy anymore. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, gosh, I can actually talk about something that we've created. And also, when you're filming, you know, I do scenes and I'm like, God, the fans are gonna love this. Like, I'm in it. I'm like, yes, they're gonna love this scene so much. So it's like you're feeling it all through filming, and then now I'm like, right, have it, enjoy yourself.
2 weeks, only 2 weeks.
I know, I know.
What do you think has made this season the most epic yet?
I mean, it's the Duffer Brothers, and it's Netflix, and then when you put those things together, and also Winona Ryder just in the midst of that, I'm like, okay, bye, have a good one. Like, I'll be here if anyone needs me. So yeah, and it's the Duffer Brothers. So every time, every single season, every 2 years, 3 years goes by, which isn't normal, by the way. You know, it always gets better. So give them, you know, the time they need. But it will be amazing. And this year we have taken the most time out of anyone, but it is the best season yet.
We've been talking, when I've gotten a chance to see some of the episodes, and they are epic. Did it feel like a different scale? It's like each one is almost its own movie in a way. Like,
yeah, I mean, it was like, I'm not even joking you, a year filming. It didn't feel like as long as the episodes when you're watching them. I just want to let you know I've been watching them, and it's like you're watching Godfather after Godfather. So I want you to know you got to sit there and be prepared. There's a lot of story to tell.
It's good. We've been waiting. We want it. We want those long episodes. We want that long season. Now let's tease a little bit about Elle's journey this season. She's in California. What's high school like for her?
I mean, high school's like any... Who goes to high school here? Okay, not a few people.
They're not sure.
Yeah, everybody's like, I don't go to high school, leave me alone. No, so it's hard. And I think what's really nice is that the Duffer Brothers was shining a light on what kids go through during high school. It's not an easy time, especially for young girls out there, struggling with their identity and who they are, with the influences of everyone around them, their environments, the people, their family and friends trying to fit in. So it's been a really nice time portraying that storyline for me, because I think it's influential, and it definitely helps me get through that time as well. So yeah.
as you can imagine, we got 1 or 2 fan questions.
Right.
Actually, let's do some rapid fire. I want to hear her answers to the rapid fire
We've been doing
questions.
this all night. I want to hear, Millie, you will be the final decider on these.
No pressure.
Okay.
Surfer Boy Pizza or Eggos?
Surfer Boy Pizza.
Okay.
Hey, repping California.
Acho que era suposto estar a dizer Eagles, não é nossa Eleven. Acho que sim.
I was never getting a brand deal. I was never getting a brand deal.
All right, where would you rather work, Scoops Ahoy or Family Video?
Scoops Ahoy.
Ah.
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
your
yeah.
go-to ice cream flavor?
Chocolate chip.
Wise lady.
Classic.
Wise lady.
Yeah. Anyone who says mint chocolate chip, you're out of your mind.
Deal breaker.
No, deal breaker. It's like a first date. I'm leaving. You're paying.
Better hair, Eddie Munson or Steve Harrington?
Oh, Steve Harrington. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, I blush every time Joe comes into it. I'm like, hey. Can I touch your hair?
You can. I think, yeah, it's in the contract now.
Have you guys seen him yet?
Yes.
What does he look like?
I mean, he's got great hair.
Does it?
It's dreamy.
I've been like, I'm just always excited to see what everyone wears to these.
Have you seen
David
Harbour?
yet? Unfortunately.
It's trauma. Talk about
It
trauma,
is,
right?
It is. My eyes burned. You're like, you've had 3 years, sir.
Yes,
and this is what you came up with. What happened?
Who would you rather fight, the Mind Flayer or Vecna?
I fight both. I fought both. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And still be kicking butt.
Yeah, and still my hair is looking like this. Yeah, hell yeah.
Parece que a Eleven vai lutar contra o Vecna também.
We couldn't do Stranger Things without
Será que vai voltar aos poderes? Talvez. Thank you, Millie. Thank you.
I love you all.
All right, we're going to move right along because the night keeps on coming with stars. Natalia Dyer, come on out. Nancy Wheeler.
Ok, irmã do Mike. Muito bem, Nancy. A atual namorada na vida real do... Olha,
Amazing.
Stranger Things premiere day.
I mean, yeah, it's been incredible.
mudou o cabelo, está com o cabelo ondulado aqui, que top.
Amazing to see everybody.
Did you know they were all tucked back here?
I could hear everybody. I could hear some noises.
They're a
going
subtle,
on,
quiet
so,
group,
yeah,
aren't they?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, tease us a little bit about the threat facing Hawkins and Stranger Things this year. What should we know?
Oh, what should you know? I mean, how many people get up here and say it's darker and bigger and scarier?
Heard
But
that
it
once
is.
or
But it
twice.
really, I mean, not to spoil anything, but I feel like this season, I feel like we kind of start to get into a little bit more of the like mythology of things, a little more explanation, start to kind of answer some questions, ask some new ones. So I think it's going to be pretty big.
They're so lucky they have an investigative journalist in the mix.
I know. Thank God Nancy's here.
Yeah, how's Nancy doing this season?
She's good. She's yeah. I mean, you know, she's focused. She's kind of always on her path and kind of maybe compartmentalizing a little bit. But the thing about Nancy is whenever something, you know, when push comes to shove, she's there, she's on it, and she's invested, and she's moving it forward. So yeah, she's got a lot to do this season.
And the state of Hawkins in general, Creel House has been teased. What can you say about those aspects of season 4?
I don't know. Yeah, we have some really amazing sets and new locations this season that play such a big role. Honestly, what I can say maybe about the Creel House is that it really becomes a character in itself and plays a pretty big, interesting role for us.
One person who joined the cast that we haven't talked about tonight is Freddy Krueger himself, Robert Englund. What was
Icon,
it like?
come on.
What was it like having Robert join the cast?
Oh, I'm such a privilege, honestly. The days that I got to work with him were just amazing because he is so seasoned. He came up with such a good, nice game energy. You know, and it's always exciting to hear that people who you look up to are fans of the show. That's always like a really, you know, kind of lovely thing. And he came in and he delivered, and he's so good. And I can't really talk about what his role is, but he's very good, and it was such a gift to get to work with him.
Can we tease a little bit though of your increased screen time with the lovely and talented Maya Hawke? I mean, that's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, yeah. There's some Nancy Robin stuff going on this season, which I know. I was very excited to see that in the scripts. And Maya's such a joy to work with. She's so fun, and I think Nancy and Robin, their characters are so different. So it was really fun to finally get to see how those two, what their dynamic is and how they evolve.
Thank you so much for stopping by. A busy night. She's got to go into a big premiere, guys.
Yeah.
Natalia Dyer, give it up, everybody.
Have a wonderful time tonight.
Amazing.
Gosh.
What a cast.
I'm very excited about Nancy and Robin. I'm not going to lie.
Good part of the new season. All right, let's bring out Murray himself. You know him, you love him. I certainly do. Brett Gelman, come on
Muito
out.
bem, agora o Murray, o que vai apoiar o Hopper.
Oh my God. Was anybody out front before? Oh, okay, good. Because I got whacked with a wet branch, and I got upset. So you know.
In Brooklyn?
Yeah, well, it's raining, or is it not anymore?
I don't know.
How are you?
We live here now. How are you?
I'm good. I used to live in Brooklyn.
A new contender for Best Dressed tonight. There's a lot of competition out there, but
Yes.
Brett Gelman rises to the top immediately.
Yes, I'm wearing Bodie, everyone. Bodie. B-O-D-E. She's a big designer.
Okay.
No, I'm very
I thought you
excited.
said Bowie. And I was like,
No, not Bowie.
I was like, that's
Bo D.
okay.
Yeah.
Great.
No, that's cool.
Exceptional
What's
plug.
happening?
Not too. I mean, we're.
Yeah. How you
What do
are you
mean
guys
what's happening?
excited?
We're live
Are you
on
excited?
TikTok right now. We
Oh
have
my
this
God,
lovely
you have
group of
no
people.
idea, everyone. It is well worth the wait tonight. Oh my God.
Yeah, and actually, the Duffers said Brett can just spoil everything.
They said,
so
we
just
asked
start at the
which
beginning.
cast
and
member should we talk to?
Right, no, I'm a problem. I'm definitely a problem. I'm mischievous. Yeah, no, it was good to bring me on late, you know.
What can
everybody-
you tease about season 4 and how epic the stakes are this season?
The stakes have never been higher, and I've said this a lot of times, but you know, this season is more everything. It's scarier, it's more action-packed, there's more characters, there's more locations, and it's even funnier. And I think like that's a lot of what comes into play between me and Winona. Me and Winona are kind of like an action comedy duo this season, which was insane to experience.
It feels like it's its own wonderful show in a way. I mean, talk to me about working.
Spin-off alert.
Let's do it. But what's it like to work with like one-on-one with Winona this season in particular?
I mean, this is a person who like taught me how to act. You know, I grew up watching her, even though we're pretty much the same age. You know, she was famous very young, and you know, I grew up watching her performances and idolizing her. So, like, to get to work with someone like that, work with a hero, is just, you know, to say that that's a dream come true is a massive understatement.
Your part of the show is fantastic. Yeah.
No spoilers, but what is your favorite episode this season?
What is my favorite episode?
Drop a number.
Whatever episode I'm in the most,
Oh,
I
great.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think
That's
that
my
is,
favorite
yeah.
too.
Classic
no,
actor.
Yeah, right? Are you telling me the truth here? I'm your favorite character?
Wow.
You said that to everybody, you liar.
No.
I'm everybody's favorite character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it up for Murray!
Murray, everyone's favorite character, Brett Gelman.
Obrigado, no, caraças, fogo. Murray.
Listen, you got Schwartz and Horowitz up here.
Yeah, that's right. You know, keep it in the tribe, baby. All right. Okay, everybody. Shalom. I love you so much.
I love you too. Goodbye, Murray.
Oh my gosh. I can't even recover from that.
I'll help out because this is an actor I so admire. Is he benevolent? Is he malevolent? What is he? I don't know. He's Matthew Modine is what he is.
Dr. Brenner in the house!
O Dr. Brenner, finalmente vamos ver aqui. As coisas más que ele fez com a Eleven nos experimentos.
It does work.
Yeah.
Vamos já ver.
You can call me Papa.
Ih, referência.
Wow. That started in a different way than I expected.
All right, Matthew. We're so thrilled to have you back here. Another Stranger Things premiere stage. We have a fan question for you from KAlk6652 with some underscores and periods in there. They want to know, how does it feel coming back to Stranger Things this
How
season?
does it feel coming back? I never left. Papa's been here the whole time.
Right.
He's in the undercurrent. He's like the when you go out in the ocean and there's a riptide that's underneath, you can't see it.
It's funny, you make Millie call you Papa on set too, right? It's like, that's in the contract, that's in the rider.
No, she just likes calling me Papa.
Can we tease?
It takes too long to say Dr. Martin Brenner.
It's a lot.
Papa is so familiar and
Exato, é muito mais
I've
fácil.
known that little girl since she's 11 years old. And,
crazy.
I wish you all had an opportunity to spend time with her and meet her. Well, you did just a minute ago, but she is everything that you hope that and imagine she might be. She's a lovely girl.
I have a feeling you might I might know the answers to this because I've seen the opening of the season. What's your favorite scene in this new season? There's a pretty special way this one begins.
Well, I haven't seen anything.
Oh,
I'm just like you all. I haven't seen nothing. So I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, having read the scripts, my colleague who was just out here, who promised you that this is bigger and more exciting and more adventurous than any of the previous seasons. It's even more than he could have expressed to you. It's going to be amazing. If I could swear, I would swear and tell you it's going to be effing amazing.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think this crowd is ready. We're all ready.
You are the hype man we need every season for Stranger Things.
Yeah, you need me every season.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make sure we talk to the Duffers tonight about that.
Season 5.
and on and on and on.
And on and on and on.
That's the last one, Josh.
No,
so
I
we'll
talked
keep,
to them
we'll do
already.
The
I said more.
Oh, the prequel.
More, okay. Yeah, the prequel, the Dr. Brenner prequel.
Yeah, you gotta have a Dr. Brenner prequel.
Dean, thanks for
you so
stopping
much.
by.
Have an amazing time tonight. Thank you, Matthew.
All right, we have one of the key.
Quem é que acham que vem agora, então?
Behind the scenes that really makes this show what it is. You want to do the
Vamos
introduction?
os Duffer Brothers, talvez?
Our next guest, director and
Exato.
executive producer. What's up? We got a mark for you.
É isto.
So good to see you.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Your favorite people. Here to welcome
I'm like
you.
everyone on this stage. Myself, least of all. But that's a self-loathing issue. We don't need to get
Oh, no, Sean, you should not be filled with self-loathing because you are the busiest man working at Netflix, but also this season is incredible. We've been getting teases all night, but what can you set up for why season 4 is so
Well,
great?
first of all, how happy are we that Papa's back? I'm so, I've been waiting for years for that, but
He really does make everyone call him Papa.
yeah, no, you're not allowed to call him Matthew or Modine or Dr. Brenner or Papa.
Yeah.
It's weird. Feels a little creepy, but
it works.
Here's
it's
what
fine.
I would say, because everyone's like, oh, darkest season yet, biggest season yet, but I don't want it to get lost that it also has all that Stranger Things heart.
Right.
You know, that heart, the characters that we root for, that's the magic. And that's the magic of the Duffer Brothers. And so even though season 4 gets pretty bonkers and cinematic and huge global scale, it's still very much rooted in these characters and this warm-hearted center.
Do you must listen to, you can't not listen to the fans out there. They're deafening. They scream what they love and what they maybe
Well, also,
don't love.
we have the best, I mean, I think it's a known fact that Stranger Things fans are the best fans.
Yes.
And we've seen that. I mean, we saw
Ouviram?
that
Nós somos os melhores fãs.
season 1 started streaming. By the
Os verdadeiros
Saturday,
Strangers.
we were looking online and we're like, oh my God, these are the most passionate, engaged fans we've ever seen. And you guys have built this wave that we've been riding ever since.
You must love it when like a trailer drops and they just start to like pick it apart every single frame. What's it been like as you lead up to Stranger Things 4?
Well, there's always like, there's those fan theories that are just hilariously wrong.
Right.
But there's also always some fan theories and analysis that freaks you out because it's so close. And I think I actually tweeted once, and I won't say why I did, but I saw something on Twitter that made me tweet, if I ever do open a detective agency, I'm hiring only Stranger Things fans because they're the smartest. They figure S out.
Now everyone's going back through their social posts and they're like, it wasn't me,
I
it
know.
wasn't me. Did Sean see this?
Oh no, because they can see the date of my post and then they can see other things I posted. Okay, so
Yeah.
great. Let's get this season out
Yeah,
so
they
that the
have 2 weeks.
spoilers. I'm like a walking spoiler risk.
Well, I want to set
in
you
a
up.
vest that I'm regretting.
You look fabulous.
My
You
kids
look
say I look
great.
like a character in Paddington.
Listen.
Paddington is awesome, first of all.
Okay,
so
so maybe it was a compliment.
Yeah.
Also, you're cool. You were in a Taylor Swift video. Okay,
well, yes,
all right.
yeah.
Come on, come on. Okay, we have a fan question for you from
Okay.
Casper Moore. They want to know: was the season 4 trailer looking so dark and horrifying? Was it the most intense season of film so far? And you filmed some episodes too. You directed.
I mean, I always direct the same episodes 3 and episode 4 every year. And for this one, I was in New Mexico, I was in Lithuania, I was in Atlanta. It is the most intense season, but it's also so satisfying. I've been saying for 3 years, wait, I promise it's going to be worth it. And trust me, it is.
All right, I've got one more fan question for you, Sean. Clarice wants to know, with 2 weeks until the premiere, what message would you like to pass on to the fans who will watch Stranger Things 4?
Oh, man. Well, I would just say keep engaging with us because we like knowing what works for you. When something lands and gives you the feels, it feels good to us to feel that and to hear that in all the ways that you let it be known. Again, we're only here at this bonkers massive premiere because of the Stranger Things fans. And so not a day goes by that we don't appreciate that. So enjoy it. That's the main message. It's finally here. Enjoy it.
Yeah, we'll clap for that. We'll clap for that. Sean, we love you so much.
Obrigado, obrigado.
Congrats on the
Produtor
season. Have a great
executivo.
night. All right, it's time for our grand finale.
O diretor, na verdade.
Yeah, look, we just spoke to one of the creators of the show.
Acho que agora vão chamar os 2 homens por trás disto tudo. The Duffer Brothers. Muito bem. Quem imaginou tudo desde o início até ao fim da Stranger Things, apresento-vos aqui os irmãos Duffer.
Yeah, it's really, I can't believe we're here. This is weird.
I mean, are you like, we should still be in the editing bay? Like, we're still filming in our head season 4. You never left.
We are still working. We shouldn't be here.
In the editing.
That's true.
We'll make it quick then.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to me about this. Every season has its own challenges. This one has been literally years in the making. What was the task ahead for you as you approached Stranger Things 4? Compare and contrast for me from the last 3 seasons.
Well, I think the hardest thing was just everyone being in a different location and us shooting. You know, usually we're just in Atlanta, but now we're in Atlanta, we're in Albuquerque, we're in Lithuania, and just the logistics of that was a challenge. And then the story just got bigger and bigger and bigger as we just kept working on it. It just ended up being a very a long season. It's almost twice the length of any season we've ever done. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's almost 800 pages or something like that. So it just took a long time. Logistically, it was very challenging.
Yeah.
But that's good. It's worth the wait. Now, one of the things that we've been teasing everyone all night. We've seen a couple episodes, and we're like, yeah, it's worth the wait. One of the things I've been most excited about this season that you guys have been teasing is we're going to get some real answers about the Upside Down, where it all came from. How long have you guys known the answers? Has it always been the plan where you're heading?
I think it was halfway through writing season 1, Netflix is like, hey, can you just explain what's going on to us? Like, what's behind the curtain here?
You're like, you gotta wait until season 5.
Right. Well, they were like, you need to tell us. And so we sat down and we wrote with our writers like a 25-page Google Doc. And that has really been the basis for the show moving forward, the mysteries. And so, as we're headed towards the ending, we got to start revealing some of this and peeling back these layers. And so that's really what a lot of the season is about. There's still some mysteries to be revealed and surprises in 5, but there's a lot that we've put into 4.
Can you talk a little bit about how the big bad this season informs the storyline? How does it, because you don't just pick out of a hat who your big bad is. It has to marry the emotional stakes of the characters.
I mean, so it's Vecna, and he was I think he was the first thing we talked about, that we wanted to introduce this Vecna villain in season 4, and a lot of that was, since season 2, I think we wanted to do that style of villain. So it was like the movies that scared us the most when we were kids. It was Nightmare on Elm Street, Robert Englund, who's in the show, which is crazy, and then Pinhead, Doug Bradley is Pinhead in Hellraiser. Right. And if you want to get scared, watch any of these movies. And then it was actually the It miniseries, Tim Curry's Pennywise. So because that was our age, I was like 6 or 7. So those performances.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah, seriously.
No. My mom was in my bedroom for 2 weeks after I saw.
You were comforting her, or she was comforting you?
She was comforting me from Pennywise the Clown. So that I was like, we talked about what made those monsters as effective and scary as they were to us. Why were they nightmare fuel? And we wanted to try that. And last year also it was like we had this really cool monster in a mall, but on set it's a beach ball, right? And it was like, we wanted to go back to season 1. We wanted something that was tactile and tangible, that could act, the kids are acting, there's a little bit of CG enhancement, but very, very little. And so, I don't know, we wanted to, that was the first idea. And then from there on, that's how we built season 4.
So, I work at Netflix Geeked, and one of the biggest questions we get we're getting over and over again was, Stranger Things 4 trailer when? Trailer when? Like with the season, you guys delivered us a monster trailer. It's so good, and it teases so much, and it really shows that scale. I know you said you did a lot of stuff practical, but can you talk to, the special effects and just really, just making things go crazy? We see some crazy stuff in the Upside Down there.
We do. Well, we wanted, last season we didn't spend any time in the Upside Down, just narratively, we didn't need to go in there, but we were dying to go back in, so we spend way more time in there than we ever have, and that is a lot of the visual effects, and a lot of the visual effects are packed into the finale. I think the finale, the last episode alone, has more visual effects shots than all of season 3 combined, every episode. So it's a lot going on in that final episode. It's as big as we've
But
ever
that's
done.
volume 2, so you gotta watch volume 2 if you want all those visual effects. But yeah, no, I mean I mean we turned in the outline. I remember Netflix going like, or line producers saying this feels like really a lot bigger, and we were like, no. But we were,
It's modest.
we said it's like the same. It's the same size, and so we were completely wrong. He was completely right, and now we have this huge season. But you know, it's finally coming out, and we're really excited about that.
Is there one character's evolution you think the fans are going to be most surprised this season?
Well, I'm excited mostly to get into more 11 backstory stuff. So we really wanted to go back into Hawkins' lab and you know, and see a little bit of how she became, who she became, and what actually went on in there. We saw some glimpses of it in season 1.
Ok, a Eleven vai voltar para o laboratório, pelos vistos.
Actually get to spend some time back there and see what really happened.
And then there's a lot. I mean, I think you got from the trailer, but there's a lot of Max time. So I mean, and that was. I mean, we always knew Sadie is amazing, and so it was, and she had her range was unlimited, and we just wanted to throw her some fastballs and curveballs.
Concerned about the shot of Max floating in the air. We didn't get a chance to talk to Sadie about it. What can you tell us?
I mean, they should be concerned. I think
that's not normal human behavior, as far as I'm concerned, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was like, there's you see a little bit of this clock, and all I can really say is you don't want to see the clock. Max sees the clock. That's not good.
Not good news.
Yeah, no, so she's not like flying like a superhero, like, woo! That's not the vibe of that particular scene.
Fair enough. Enough of a tease. Enough of a tease. We are just weeks away, guys. Congratulations on getting to the finish line. It's epic in every conceivable way. Congratulations.
Muito obrigado.
Guys, the Duffer Brothers, give it up.
Obrigado. E uma salva de palmas, que eu também dou.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Don't forget, 2 more weeks until Stranger Things 4 Volume 1
Ouviram?
hits
São mais
Netflix
2
on May
semanas.
27th. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Good night.
Good night.
Uau, pelos vistos vai acabar a live.
But wait, everyone here.
Muito bem, juro. Pensava que ia ser diferente, pensava. Mas foi giro. Gostei bastante, foi giro até. Ver o elenco a falar, as pessoas mesmo da série a falar. Foi giro. Acabou. É isto, acabou. Vamos lá ver os comentários. Where's Amy Beth? Por acaso havia aquela atriz do Anne with Anne Hay que... Ei, não sei como é que... esquece. Como é que se diz em inglês? Não interessa. Prontos, que ela iria participar agora no Stranger Things e ela não apareceu aqui. Eu acho que é por causa que é um personagem que ainda não foi muito apresentado nem no trailer. Mas apareceram fotos. Nice, interessante. Só fechar isto. Isto. Interessante, ok. Oh, Cookie Loki. Okay. Thank you to be here. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Nice to meet you too. If you want, you can subscribe to my channel. I will be very glad, okay? Thank you. E agora um momento... Eu nem sei porque é que eu concordei nisto, por amor de Deus. Mas prontos. Um momento... Esperem. E está a entrar gente na live stream, por amor de Deus. Ok. No problem. 12 likes. Quantos subs é que eu tenho? Deixa-me só ver. Mais uma pessoa que entrou agora. Mais 2. Uau. 8 pessoas a ver. Ok. Ele aumentou os meus subscritores. Já é bom. Agora uma música que... A primeira música, entre aspas, do canal que eu tive. Ok. Vou-me arrepender muito disto, mas ok. 3, 2, 1 e... Eu sou uma salamandra. 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 Ok. Ok. Não acredito que acabei de cantar isto. Ok. Esperem. Ah, que susto! Oh my god. Só um segundo, sem saber que... E que susto agora que eu tive, ouvi este room. Acho que foi um subscritor, deixa-me ver. É, pareceu-me donate e eu já desabilitei as donates há muito tempo. Fogo. Estranho, estranho. Ok. Se quiserem vamos falar aqui um bocadinho no chat, é que eu ainda não vou dormir, para mim ainda é dito. Yeah. And if you wanna speak English or Spanish, for me it's no problem. I know English and Spanish, and I have the tradutor. Russo. Espanhol. Olá. Ok, boa, é isto. Não vou estar a ser muito infantil agora. Espero que tenham gostado da live. Eu vou ficar aqui a falar um bocadinho com vocês, caso vocês queiram e tal. A sério, o Stranger Things ajudou-me tanto. Esta live assim, sei lá, minhas lives no máximo tinha o quê? Ai, uns... sei lá... 7 pessoas a ver antigamente. Isto pôs-me... 13. Ok, boa. Mais gente a entrar. É assim, a live do Stranger Things lá no TikTok acabou. Ou seja, agora só vou estar eu a falar com vocês e... é isso. Vou estar eu a falar com vocês. Do que é que acharam? Podem dizer-me. Claro, se não quiserem, não falem, mas... vocês é que sabem. Digam-me o que acharam, teorias. Eu também vou estar a falar das minhas. Por exemplo... espera, vou só pôr aqui um fundo lindo para isto dar certo e tal. Deixem-me pensar o que é que eu posso... ok, já sei. Sou muito esperto. Só que não, na verdade não sou. Mas prontos. Só um segundo, por favor. É que estou aqui a fazer uma coisa, mas é rápido. Ok, right. Só para pôr de fundo, para ficar assim uma coisinha dá para falar com vocês sobre teorias. Muito bem. Vamos lá falar um pouco. Em primeiro lugar, acerca do título dos episódios. Certo, só quem fala com uma pessoa especial para mim. Muito bem. Eu escrevi aqui tudinho e vou ler porque eu não sei de cor. Muito bem. Desculpem. Sério, que eu... Ok. Em primeiro lugar, primeira teoria que eu vou... acho que só vou dizer em português. Ok? Dê-me só um segundo. Como vocês sabem, a Netflix já deu os títulos dos episódios. E, na minha opinião, o primeiro episódio que vai ter o título em português de O Clube do Inferno, ou The Hellfire Club, vai querer... ou pode ser sobre o clube em si, sobre as pessoas de Hawkins, a mostrarem lá o clube de Dungeons Dragons. Prontos, ou também a mostrar um pouco da evento na Califórnia. E vai falar diretamente do quê? De eles jogarem D&D e invocar o Vecna, eu acho. Pois o segundo episódio que vai ser a maldição de Vecna. Que no meu ponto de ver, o Vecna já é invocado e a sua apresentação em vários níveis. Depois, a maldição... ok, já disse. O monstro e o super-herói. Na primeira temporada, como vocês se lembram, a Eleven chamava-se a si mesma de monstro. E por isso pode agora ficar a pensar, por causa também da escola que fizeram bullying com ela, se ela salvar aquelas pessoas também foi um herói. Uma pessoa importante. ou só alguém que não serviu para nada e que era um monstro? Depois, caro Billy, pode ser a máquina de tentar falar com o Billy, tal como no início do trailer da temporada 4. O projeto Nina. Nina, na vida real, foi uma cobaia soviética com superpoderes. Por exemplo, Eleven, estão a ver? E pode ser ou uma nova pessoa com poderes, ou pode ser eles a voltarem a tentar capturar Eleven para voltarem com os projetos. Ou seja, a parte do Brenner. O mergulho. Ainda não sei bem. O mergulho. O episódio... Deixa eu ver. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Episódio 6. Vai ter o nome do mergulho e pode ser... Quer dizer, na verdade não sei muito bem do que é, mas... Pode ser algo que se encontra debaixo de água, pois o Steve estava debaixo de água no trailer. Ou também pode ser aqueles experimentos que fizeram com a Eleven no tanque de privação sensorial. Agora, quase por último, o massacre no laboratório de Hawkins. Ainda não sei muito bem o que é, mas pode haver... o Michael Bay se quer vingar com as pessoas, estavam a fazer aquelas tais experiências. E assim a Eleven talvez descobri que não é um monstro. E sim um super-herói, pois aquelas pessoas é que estavam a fazer coisas mais com eles. E Papa, um título que 100% vai ter ligação com o Dr. Brenner. Ok, eu não sei explicar teorias assim em lives, muito bem. Parabéns para mim. Obrigado a todos, esta foi a live e até